Alright guys, and welcome to Extreme Rules WWE pay-per-view predictions. We've got the current scores, as you can see on screen. We've got Dan with 20 points and myself with 24. We've revamped the scoring system because it was a bit complicated last time. Well, basically I kept screwing up and couldn't count. Active Dan has sorted it all out for us, and these are the current scores. Could you just briefly explain what the scoring system is?
So I think the best way that we could do it was that we get 1 point for the winner. We get another point if we pick correctly on how they win. And if you get both of them right, you get an extra point.
We've got Sasha Banks and Rich Swann versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Who you got? And, the whole, the normal scoring thing. What you got, why, and blah, blah, blah.
I think on this one I'm going to go with Rich Swann and Sasha Banks. I think it's...
Rich Swann?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be... It's a stupid match, to be honest. I don't know why it's on the card, you know what I mean?
It really is.
I just don't get it. Sasha Banks don't deserve to be on this kind of mixed tag team. It's a waste of a talent. But I think overall, Rich Swann and Sasha are going to take it.
Right, okay. The scoring system is obviously we have to pick a wave win as well, don't we?
Yes.
So it's a tag match. I'm going to go with Sasha Banks pins Fox.
Okay. I reckon Rich Swann's going to get the win.
Ooh.
Well,
Who's he pinning? Who's he pinning? I know who he's pinning.
Yeah.
But realistically, it shouldn't be like that. They should, if the woman wants to come in and fight the bloke, she should be allowed.
I think they'll change that shortly,
I think they should. It's 2017 now, isn't it? It's not 1960 anymore.
Especially with what's happening with the Money in the Bank. They're trying to make it level pegged. So
yeah, I agree.
I think it'll eventually get to that. But I think, for this one, I think Rich Swann's still getting pushed. Right. So that's it.
Okay, sweet. Sounds good. All right, we have the current Cruiserweight champion, Neville, versus Austin Aries. Who have you got and why?
Well, I said it in the last pay-per-view. Or was it the one before? I can't remember.
Probably both of them, to be honest.
I think Austin Aries is going to take it this time. And I think this is a guaranteed one, to be honest. I think it's guaranteed.
We was talking just before we started this, and I said Aries. I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to say Neville wins.
You would, wouldn't you?
Because I think they're just going to drag it out. They've had they've had 19,000 matches now. He hasn't got the belt. I'm going to go with Neville just because I like Neville.
Has Austin got a submission move?
Yes.
It's a submission match.
Is it a submission match?
It is, mate.
Bollocks.
Yeah, submission match.
You know what? I'm going to go with Neville. I'm still going to go with Neville.
What's Neville's submission move?
Perry Saturn's old one, Rings of Saturn. But I don't know if he calls it that. I think he still does call it that
when he went heel.
No, he started doing it when he went heel.
Right, fair enough.
He doesn't do the red arrow because that's like a face move, innit?
True.
So I'm going to go Neville because I think this is going to end at SummerSlam. I think they're going to drag it out for that long.
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't, and I hope they do give it to Aries because I think a change would be nice. But I'm definitely going to go with. I'm just going to go with Neville today, just because it's different to yours.
Yeah.
All right, we've got current champion Alexa Bliss versus Bayley in a whore on a pole match or something like that. I can't even remember what the stipulation was. I think it was kendo stick on a pole. It's some ridiculous booking match. We both know as soon as one person gets the kendo stick, the other person is going to use it, which makes it basically a no DQ match. So why not just get one from under the ring to begin with? Because they're all going to be there. It's an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I'm just going to go straight off the bat and I'm saying Alexa's retaining.
Agreed. I think kendo stick, I can't see Bayley really using it.
I totally disagree with this entire stipulation. It's a stupid stipulation. It's like we've gone back to I don't even know, 1999 or something stupid like that.
It's just it's like a gimmicky match, isn't it? Really, it's absolutely terrible. It's just, I think there's better things.
I feel this match, being the only non-gimmick match on the pay-per-view, would have stood out. Whereas now it's just going to get lost. People are going to go for a piss break during it, and to be honest, they shouldn't because those two women are really good.
Exactly, yeah, I agree. I think, Alexa Bliss is definitely retaining for longer.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything else really to say about that. It's going to be clean. and that's it.
Yes, it is. It's just going to be
Walking
Alexa
card.
Bliss wins by pinfall. Is it a pinfall?
Let's have a look. Kendo stick on
It has to be, unless she's going to say I quit or give up. That'd be the only submission, wouldn't it? So it has to be pinfall. It's not like a last woman standing match, is it? That would have been a better match.
Oh no.
It's a pinfall, isn't it? It has to be. Or is it as soon as you reach the kendo stick you win?
Doesn't say. It just
I
says.
thought it was you reach the kendo stick, you can win it. It then becomes a no DQ match. Do you know what? Well, Alexa Bliss wins by pinfall.
Agreed.
All right, okay, sweet. Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the 18th time. Oh, it's more than it genuinely is more than 18 times, and if you include house shows. Who you got? Why and how are they winning?
Okay, so
Don't forget the stipulation, by the way.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I think given the stipulation is if Ambrose is disqualified, he will lose the title. I think that kind of puts us in the situation where he will win. It's too easy. The Miz tends to win with disqualifications. So.
The only thing what's putting me off, right, is if it's a DQ thing, why doesn't Maurice at the very start of the match just attack the Miz?
Because I think Maurice is going to get sent out.
Do you think she's going to get banned from ringside? Do you think before the pay-per-view starts, Kurt Angle will say, look, mate...
Someone's going to say it, yeah.
You can't do that.
Agreed. It'd be too easy. I mean, Maurice has done it so many times where she's caused it.
I want to just clarify something with you then.
Mm-hmm.
If Dean gets DQ'd, Miz wins the belt.
Yes.
What if Miz gets DQ'd?
He retains, doesn't he? It's normal. The only stipulation is if Ambrose is DQ'd.
Oh, I see.
So if Ambrose causes himself to be disqualified,
right,
or if somebody else causes Ambrose to get DQ'd,
I'm calling Dean Ambrose to retain his belt.
Shock.
I am saying the Drifter, Elias Samson, comes out.
Oh, what a shout.
But instead of attacking the Miz, so the Miz wins the belt,
he attacks Ambrose.
He attacks Ambrose.
There you go.
Just as like a swerve.
That'd be good, that.
I think...
He's a good wrestler as well, to be fair.
I think he's good. I hope they utilise him well, because the amount of NXT talent that have come up and they've just been thrown around.
Do you reckon they might set up an Ambrose Alliance feud?
Maybe. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't even mind those two in, like, those three in a triple threat match or something further down. And then obviously I would have Elias come out on top winning the belt. Because a little push like that right at the start is only going to do wonders for his career, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for this one, I think it's clear cut. I think Ambrose is going to win.
You think Ambrose is going to win as well, then?
Yeah. You
don't think Miz is going to win?
No, because it's too obvious. The Miz always, or usually, wins by DQ.
Yep.
And I think it's just... The Miz doesn't need the Intercontinental again. Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't. He really doesn't.
So many times. I mean, it's practically his belt. He came, he introduced the new version. He's had it that long.
Yep.
Bloody stupid, but yeah, I think Dean Ambrose to retain.
So we're both going Ambrose to retain.
Yep.
How are you going retain by? Are you going with he gets a pinfall or a submission?
No, I think it's going to be a DQ.
You think it's going to be DQ as well?
Yep.
So the DQ does come, but it's the opposite way to what Miz wants.
So, yep.
Sounds good, right? So we've both got that. This could be an interesting one, especially for
Another
WrestleMania.
way to do it though is I think Maurice could cause it.
Oh, she could attack Dean accidentally.
Yes.
Oh,
she
that
could.
would be
She
bad.
could get angry
Instead
and
of
accidentally attack Dean. Like just do something real stupid.
That could be a good shout. So are you going to go with right?
I'm going to go with Maurice.
What are we calling? And you're calling. So we're going to go with both DQ, but we have to pick someone that's going to cause the DQ. And you're going to go to get the extra point. We're going to go. I'll go Elias.
Yep.
And you're going to go Maurice.
Correct.
Oh, this is going to be good, man. This is going to be good. All right, moving on to what I think could be match of the night. We've got Matt and Jeff Hardy Boys versus Cesaro. Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah, so who you got? In fact, do you want me to go? No, in fact, you can go first. And then
I always go first. You can have this one.
All right, but you can't steal my ideas.
Go on then.
Sheamus and Cesaro win the belts.
Afterwards, I thought that as you said it.
Afterwards, as soon as they win, say yeah. The Revival come out, their face.
Ooh.
Calling it, boy.
That is a good shout.
because
All right.
the Revival need to come back and they need to go straight for the belts. I think it's time we slowly start doing Broken Matt. I believe the gimmick's already been bought. The Revival come out, massive pop. They go straight for Sheamus and Cesaro, which then makes them a face, even though they're technically bad guys. But if you attack Sheamus and Cesaro with heels who have just beaten the faces, it brings the Revival to be faces rather than heels.
I think
So I'm going to go with that.
I think that's a good shout, to be honest.
But I don't know how they're going to win. I don't know. They can't climb out the cage unless the Revival are wit. That could be a good shout. They maybe climb out the cage. Oh, how are we doing the win, by the way? Are we doing just a win, or are we doing escape the cage or a pinfall?
No, because that's the method of winning it.
So what are we doing for that then? Because that would be the extra bonus point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so the team you want to win, plus how they win.
Okay. Sheamus and Cesaro.
Mhm.
Both climb out the cage.
Yeah.
The Revival are in row A, already waiting. Jump the barriers. Bang. You won't even get the theme tune. You'll just get them jumping over the barriers and attack.
I don't know. I'd love to hear their theme tune.
I would love to hear the say yeah right at the start, man. I would love it because the crowd would pop like hell.
I think Hardy's going to retain.
What?
Yeah.
After I've just given you all that creative there, you're going to go with Hardy's return.
Hardy's to
You're
retain.
like Vince when it's Reigns.
But
Nope.
I
Reigns
think
wins.
I think this is going to be the last feud with Cesaro and Sheamus.
But, right, they've turned them heel for what purpose? If they're not winning the belt, why turn them heel? Unless they're going to break up and Cesaro's going to turn face again.
No, because they've only just turned heel, haven't they? I mean,
So why turn them heel when there's no one else for them to fight? New Day are on SmackDown. Enzo and Cass have broke up. The only other team that are relevant are the Revival, and they haven't even come back yet.
Telling you, I think it's.
I can't even name another tag team in Raw.
I'm saying Hardy Boys are retaining.
All right, are they escaping the cage or getting a pinfall? Oh, Jeff's going to do a swanton bomb instead of climbing out. That's what's going to cause the loss.
The shit out of Shimaro for 25 minutes.
25 solid minutes of beatdown. Okay.
Of continuous stuff. And then, they're going to win. And
pinfall or climb out.
Then I hope the Revival show up.
I think with them being on TV, mate, they have to.
I think
they don't even have to wrestle. They could just come out.
But it could end up like Young Bucks, where they went against them, lost,
yes,
and then they won again.
That is a good point.
And then the Revival could challenge, and then just win them on the next pay-per-view.
Oh, you see, too much creative ideas. See, one of us needs to be employed by WWE, you see.
I think if Revival come in, they need to just get the titles straight.
They do. They need to go straight to the top. They don't want to fuck about like they do with Enzo and Cass, because they're completely irrelevant now, and I actually hate them on the main roster. I don't like them at all. So we'll both go in. Sorry, I'm going for the other
opposites,
team.
yeah.
You're going pinfall or climb out?
Climb out.
So, you see, I think this is what's going to screw it.
Pinfall.
Jeff's going to have the chance to climb out, and he's going to be selfish and do a swanton bomb and miss.
And then cause the loss?
Matt Hardy is going to be on the outside, right? Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
Oh, they both have to get out, don't they?
Yeah, he does it.
And then gets pinned.
Tries to be selfish, which is like making Matt like, what are you doing? Stop being selfish. And then he's like going, ah!
Can you
and
imagine
all that
if
stuff, yeah.
Cesaro did his King of Swing into...
Steel cage?
No, into Sheamus's boat.
Oh, how heelish would that be?
It just gets pinned.
Could you imagine that? Yeah. The big swing into a bro kick.
Yes.
Jesus,
I don't know if he'd be able to lift him to do it. I think he could, but it'd be an instant concussion, wouldn't it? Well, depends how we do it.
Because you can't block that, can you? You can't even...
Exactly, but I think that'd be an epic way to lose.
It would. I would shout for
I don't
that.
know. I wonder. Has Matt ever done a jump off top rope?
He does occasionals, but not. I think he's more agile than he lets on.
I don't know. I was just wondering. Maybe he got to the top of the steel cage and attempted to do his own little like off the top rope thing.
That is quite
Off the top.
possible, but I don't think
And
he
then
goes.
obviously
I
just
don't
loses
think he
it.
does off top of cages. He only goes off top, like middle ropes and top rope.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes very high.
I think if Sheamus and Cesaro were to win, it would be by pinning Matt. But
I disagree. I think pinning Jeff.
nah, I reckon it'd be a win by pinning Matt. But I think Hardys are going to retain. So
Right, your Hardy's return. I'm saying
Yep.
new champs. We're both saying the revival.
Yep.
There's no points for that. That's just what we want. And that's pretty much it. We're both going clean wins, obviously. You're going pinfall. Oh no, we're both going climb outs. Both going climb outs. We'll go left to right on my screen. Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Sammy Joe. Who you got? Why? It's fatal 5-way or fatal 5-way elimination.
It just says fatal 5-way.
So it's the person who gets the first pinfall or submission.
Well, let's have a look.
If it's a fatal 5-way, it's first pinfall or submission.
Yeah, it just says
Technically, it's also no DQ then,
yeah, fatal
because
5-way.
you can't get a DQ in a fatal 5-way because you can't eliminate one person. So it's a no DQ match, which they haven't obviously advertised because they just wouldn't.
It's a non-elimination match.
Right, who we got? I'm gonna swear. We was previously speaking off stream, off record, and I said Rollins, and I'm changing my mind. But you can go.
I'm changing my mind as well. Do you know? I think
Oh, go on.
Bray Wyatt.
Really?
Rumor has it, Bray Wyatt.
What? And he's gonna get fed
I've
to
been-
Brock.
I've been reading a few white websites today, and yeah, apparently Bray Wyatt's favourite.
Wow, I did not think of that.
Bit of a shocker. The way they've been laying it out is that Finn Balor may take it. I don't think he will.
I don't. It's too early. It's
I'd
too
love
early
to
for
see
Balor.
Samoa Joe win it, just to give him that
He's
big
my pick.
push.
He's my pick. I'm
But-
going Samoa Joe.
I'm going to go Bray on this one. I think they need to give Bray a title back. I think they've done him out of the SmackDown one.
Is there any outside interference? Because
No.
I was just thinking, right. Kurt Angle got that weird text message.
Oh yeah, what was all
Right.
that? Oh.
I don't know. I think it's obviously Steph or Triple H, right? Joe is Triple H henchman.
hmm
I don't think you're going to see Triple H, but I can see Samoa Joe somehow scraping a win here. I really can, because he doesn't have to pin Reigns, so it doesn't make Reigns look weak, but you can't do that obviously with Vince anyway. It doesn't hurt Balor if he doesn't take the pinfall or the submission.
Yep.
Rollins, I don't know, he's sort of in no man's land at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah.
They didn't capitalise on his first push, and now I don't know if it's worth turning him back heel. I don't even know what it's worth doing. Bray Wyatt, personally, I just don't think they know what to do with him again. I really don't. I think he should have had that. He should have stayed on SmackDown. He should have kept that belt.
Yep.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna go with Samoa Joe for the simple reason I want to see Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. That to me is a more believable match than, no disrespect, Finn Balor versus Brock. As much as I would love to see that match, from a generic fan point of view, Balor is small, Lesnar is huge. Typical American average fan is not going to want to see Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. And we all know Vince likes big men, especially big Samoan men. And Samoan man Joe has Samoa in his name. So
True.
I'm going to go with the Destroyer versus the Conqueror.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of ways that I could see it going. I mean, we've got.
I mean, Reigns might even fucking win.
But we've got that. So we've got Reigns is Vince McMahon's obvious choice. You know, he's just conquered Braun to get to.
How long has Braun been out?
A couple of weeks now, innit? Since the last pay-per-view.
How many weeks is that?
4 weeks.
Does Braun come out hit Reigns.
Ooh, cause him to lose it.
Hit Reigns, cause him to lose. Doesn't have to do anything else because he doesn't need to be cleared. He could just come out, do one move, Reigns is laid out, just rolls over and gets a pin. Doesn't make Reigns look weak even though he lost the match because Braun came out.
Or what if Braun comes out, causes Roman to lose it, but helps Bray?
Possible. I didn't even think of that. Wyatt family, innit?
Yeah, could still do it.
Man, there's so many possibilities.
But what I was thinking was, obviously, we've got Roman.
All these possibilities, and I guarantee Reigns wins.
Seth Rollins could do it just because it would be his way of conquering the Beast to get his title back.
Yes.
Finn Balor could do it just because of the way they've been promoting it with Heyman.
Yep. I wouldn't mind seeing Rollins as a face versus Lesnar because last time he was a heel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think you'd need to have Lesnar as a full-blown heel. Do you know what I mean?
You can't have Lesnar losing to that knee to the face because he's took so much more from other people.
Yes, but that looks like a more legitimate move that could hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
Like a knee to the face.
Like an actual MMA.
Is more that, yeah. If you compare that to like a pedigree, the knee to the face looks... Because Lesnar would not... He wouldn't sell it. He would let his face get hit. Because that's what he's like. He would full-blown take that knee to the face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going with Samoa Joe because he's not doing anything. Like we said in the last pay-per-view, he's doing nothing since he came up to this roster.
True.
He came up and he got fed to Rollins. So I'm going to go with Samoa Joe, and I'm going to go with... Oh no, I don't know. Is it a pin or is it a choke out?
Gets a cheeky roll up on Rollins again.
Maybe, but if it's a choke out, who does he choke out?
True. Choke out Rollins, won't they? Revenge.
Do you know what? Samoa Joe with a pinfall.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, Bray Wyatt with
pinfall. It's not going to be a submission, is it? What's he going to use? A fucking Boston Crab?
No, with interference.
Yeah, but in what way? He needs to get a pinfall or a submission, doesn't he?
Interference, pinfall.
Pinfall. Okay, so pinfall.
You know, like he did with Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal when he interfered.
Wow, we've gone opposites on quite a few of these. So this could be good. This could be good for scores. Is there anything else you want to add to this, or does that pretty much cover it?
Yeah, that's it, I think.
All right. Follow our Twitter handles above our heads.
I'd just like to say...
Go on.
My wrestler picks might be different.
My WrestleRumble picks will also be there. I don't know. I mean, I want to win, so I don't want to go with my heart. I want to go with my head. I don't even know if I've got an overlay for the WrestleRumble actually on me. I don't, so sorry about that, WrestleRumble. I'll just have to give you a shout out instead. WrestleRumble.com. Get your picks in and just do it if you've never done it before.
Get them done. Good prizes.
It is some good prizes. Thank you all for watching. Follow our Twitter handles. Like I said, they're above our heads. And watch the pay-per-view live and keep in touch. Have yourself a good night, people.
See you later.
See you in a bit.